little bit before sun off. Mars is in Libra for about, actually exactly another week. Mars goes into Scorpio the 25th, next Friday. And it is going to be, well, when it hits Mars and Scorpio, we're all going to feel it. We're all going to feel okay, let's get shit done, finally. After the last 8 months or so of just like, okay, okay, so are we going to team up? We are going to team up? We're not? You're deciding it's still pros and cons? Okay, that's fine. Whatever. All that kind of back and forth energy. And within ourselves, too. It's going to be a definite, okay, boom, high octane, let's move forward. It's really funny, we're going from one of the most challenging Mars placements to one of the most comfortable Mars placements. So all of us are going to be pushing forward. Watch out for the ego. My God, they are going to make a square. Jupiter in Leo and Mars in Scorpio are going to be square each other. And whenever energies are square each other, there's a lot of tension. So a lot of us are going to be feeling, and all of us are going to feel the temptation, but some people are going to, well, I shouldn't say are going to, but the temptation will be there of using all this ego energy to nasty stuff, and using all this power to try and be better than other people, to put them down, to be more powerful. All these really superficial, lower manifestations of these energies. The highest manifestation, and if you encounter somebody with that, don't internalize it. Don't let their problems be your problems. It's theirs to work with, even if it's a loved one and whatnot. It's theirs to work with. Create healthy boundaries. The positive manifestation is we're going to have more power than we can even imagine, as per looking inside and bringing out our most authentic, truest self and expressing that self and that creativity, that leadership that goes along with it, that warm-heartedness that is Jupiter and Leo. It's going to be fun. It's going to be very fun. But there is a lot of power at our disposal. So we need to keep in mind the last 8 months. We need to keep in mind all those lessons we learned about selflessness, about not always being focused on our own needs and always being focused on our own power. We need to keep those in mind, because it's going to be very, very tempting to just say, fuck all that stuff. I don't that transit's over. Now I'm gonna go and try and rule the world. No, that's not what we're supposed to do with these energies. We're supposed to understand ourselves, bring it out. Again, take it from a Jupiter and Leo here. We need to bring it out into the world in very healthy ways, and not even be concerned with other people. Comparing is the death of originality. It is the death of individuality. Don't even worry about other people. Focus on your own journey, on your own self. Look to the past. This is also a wonderful time with all this Cancer energy to focus on the past and really muse and think, okay, so this has been my life so far. Interesting. What worked out really well? What can I do differently? What can I change for the future? Don't be wistful and nostalgic in the past. There's a great temptation right now to go, oh, the good old days, but the good old days weren't that good, and the future isn't that bad. We have to realize that. We can't get caught up in all these ideals and illusions of the past being so wonderful. Remember how you were really feeling in the past. If you have, actually, hell, we all got Cancer memory right now. So remember how things were in the past and they seem so great, but then you think about, oh, but I forgot that I had that fear and I had that worry and I hadn't accomplished this yet and I hadn't done this yet. Look at things as they really are. Don't get caught up in nostalgic BS. It's important that all of us, while we let our imagination wander, we let our subjective realm have fun, it's important that we see things as clearly as possible emotionally. And it's important that we honor the past, but we don't become enslaved to it, bowing and making shrines for it. No, the present moment is all that's really important, and it's all that's real, really. But my goodness, the future is going to be excellent if we prepare for it, and if we just continue to live in the present moment as much as possible and as truest to ourselves as possible. One last little thing. Saturn goes direct. Oh wow, shit! Like 2 days. The 20th, Sunday, and that's gonna be very, very nice. I already did some Saturn and Scorpio transits, but just to touch on this real quick, as it goes direct, things are going to become a lot less internal. Whenever a planet goes retrograde, we go inwards. We go very introspective. and we try and figure things out on the internal scale instead of the external scale. So as Saturn goes direct, it takes a little while. The shadow of the retrograde takes a little while. I'm not exactly sure. I think it's like a couple weeks at least. I'm really not sure. So check that out for yourself. Google Saturn direct shadow if you're interested. I should figure that out. I don't know. But certainly in the next month, things are going to be moving a lot more forwardly, as per fate, as per karma. That's all Saturn's bag. And especially as per our deepest emotional explorations. We've all been challenged during this time to delve to the deepest depths of our souls, our deepest depths of our fears, of our worries, as well as of our joys and our comforts, but especially the more challenging stuff. And to really build a solid foundation in all that water, to go to the bottom of the ocean to be able to build a foundation that will take us above the water eventually. So honor this more introspective retrograde period, and as we go forward, don't forget the lessons. I think that's a very important thing, and I know this is very Cancer of me, and this transit and whatnot, but we do need to honor the past and understand it. Understanding the past is more important than honoring it. Hell, that's the best way to honor it, is understanding the past so you can build solidly on solid ground in the present for the future. And especially with Saturn involved, Saturn's not easy, but it insists that we are in tune with reality. We are in tune with the nuts and bolts of living. And so we can build towers with solid foundations. Infinite towers. I think that's good. I can't really think of anything else to talk about. So enjoy this next month with all this Cancer energy, especially the new moon. May you have a blessed new moon, as every new moon. And next Saturday, so not the 19th, but the 26th, set your priorities for how you want to get more in touch with yourself, your creativity, your inner sun, your inner power. Again, don't look at the sun, but look around the sun. Imagine the sun. Yeah, imagine. That's the key word. Cancer. Imagine the sun. And imagine just how goddamn powerful it is, and how just luminescent and just brilliant it is. And remember that even if you don't have a lot of Leo energy in your life, we all have that energy. We all have all the energies. We're all on the same little rock in space. We're all being impacted by the same planets, the same energies. We all have that inner sun, that star, that shine. And with this new moon, set your priorities of how am I going to be more authentically myself? How am I going to express myself more while still honoring other people's expressions? I think if you set those priorities now, oh my goodness, you'll have absolutely not just wonderful next month, this next lunar cycle, but you have a wonderful year. Because with this Jupiter's just barely in Leo. We've only begun this adventure, my friends. It's at 0 degrees right now, and again, it takes about a year. So, man, it's gonna be wonderful. It really is. So let's embrace it, and let's not burn out. Let's not get so wrapped up in our ego that we just want nothing to do with the ego for the next year. Let's embrace it, and let's take our time, one day at a time. Stay grounded, but still shining more and more each day. And again, don't compare. Let other people shine in their own way. A bigger star does not make it greater than the smaller star. All stars give life, and all stars shine in different ways, different colors, they're just completely different. So shine in your own unique way during this time. And allow others to shine too. There's room enough for all of us here. Namaste.